Hello students! Today I want to talk to you about Robert Sternberg's tripart theory of intelligence, and this is a really cool theory. You're going to way like it. Okay, so basically tripart theory means that there's three components of intelligence in Sternberg's view. Okay, the first is that problem-solving abilities. That people are intelligent who can make connections between ideas, think logically, reason, integrate different ideas, all those kind of things. Okay, plan. Okay. The second idea in tripart theory of intelligence is verbal skills. Okay, that people are bright or intelligent when they have good verbal skills, when they have a good vocabulary, when they read well, when they are good at speaking, all those kind of things. The third part is, and this is really cool, this is not what you're going to expect, is emotional IQ, or people skills, or accepting the limitations of yourself, or being able to be self-reflective, or self-regulatory, or moderate who you are and why you are, and be able to get done what you want to get done in social environments, basically. So those three parts form together to form what he considers intelligence. Now this is where it gets wicked cool. So that's just like the pieces of it. He talks a lot about internal coherence and external validity of intelligence, but I'm going to just lay that on the shelf for a minute because those are kind of some complicated ideas. What I really want you to get is what he says is that environment, that what we learn varies by culture. Whose ideas does that remind you of? That should remind you of a major dude from this semester. Yeah, exactly. You're right, Vygotsky. So, but what he says is that intelligence is only expressed in context. It's only expressed in environment. It never doesn't exist as an absolute thing as far as intelligence. That the way that intelligence is expressed in a context. So we are either intelligent or not, or to varying degrees, depending on the culture in which we operate and the environment in which we operate. So what makes sense in one culture and is intelligence may make total not sense in another culture and not make sense. Or in terms of your environment, okay, you act different ways in different environments, and that's somewhat of a condition of intelligence, right? Because you read the situation right enough to know, I need to behave this way in this situation, and I need to do this in this situation, so you're different with your friends than you are at practicum, for example. Now, what Sternberg says that gets really awesome is it's not just that intelligence is responding to our environment, that he says that intelligent people pick environments that correspond with their intelligences and their strengths, okay? So, we naturally, a brighter person, we'll say it that way, will find niches that play to our strengths. So, you are students. You are good readers, for the most part. You are bright. You like to learn. Guess what? You chose well to come to school because it plays to your strengths. But this is where it gets even cooler. I mean, so that's already kind of cool, right? What Sternberg says now is that intelligent people don't just react to their environment, we change it. That bright people alter our environment, okay? We contribute something. We create something. We leave our mark, so to speak. That should remind you of another major theorist we talked about this semester. William Perry, remember? That very end stage way down at the one end of the room? What he talked about was way down there when we create and contribute, okay? When we define it, we have our own values and we move through all the stages, and legitimate comparing and multiplicity and everything else. Commitment and relativism, we create things. Same idea for Sternberg, right? What Sternberg's saying is that bright people change their environment. They leave a mark on their environment. They change it not just for themselves, but for other people. So, think of the ways that you are currently changing your environment, because my guess is that you are. So finally, as he's kind of summing it all up, he says that brightest people are always learning, always adapting, always changing. Always figuring out, okay, this is the context, this is what I got to do, this is my new environment, and this is where I am, and this is how I'm going to function in this new environment. So to some extent, bright people, intelligent people, adapt. That should remind you of another theorist. Yeah, you heard of him before? Charles Darwin. He has something to say about that whole adapting kind of thing. So, what you look at it all together is intelligent people choose their environment, change their environment, and always learn. Now, question for you. You have lots of evidence in your life right now that I want you to consider. How do you know you're intelligent? Because I trust and I believe that you are. And there's probably a lot of good data to show that you, according to Sternberg, are an intelligent person. So think about all the reasons why. But do it outside, because it's a lovely day and you should really get out. Okay, bye.